Hi all, if you haven't seen me before, my name's Stephen. I'm on here basically to try and get people off alcohol and live a healthy and sober life. I had a lot of issues with it during my lifetime. I've been sober for quite a while now, over 5 years now, and I've never looked back, to be fair. Life's wonderful when you get off the booze. So one of the major things I'm asked by people is it's about relapse, and I think this is a major cause of problems at the moment with alcoholism. It's not that difficult to stop, to be fair, initially, for a short period of time, unless you're physically dependent on it, in which case you need to see a doctor. But if you're just drinking too much, you can cut down and you slow down a bit. But when people come off alcohol, and many people have said to me they feel much better, but they get bored, they get frustrated, the friends are all drinking, all that sort of thing, and then they relapse. Now, relapse, every time you stop and you go back to drinking, it seems to cause more issues. It did for me anyway. So that's the question I get asked: how do I prevent relapse? Well, the way I did it was basically I was told I couldn't drink, like a lot of other people. I told I couldn't drink, but they still did. You've got to be very strong, uh, and be honest to yourself and think, do I want to stop drinking? You have to have a want to stop drinking. So you'd say you've been off for a year or so. That's the sort of general thread of things I'm getting at the moment. I've been off for a year, I feel really good, I've been to the gym, I've done all the right things, but I fancy having a pint. And if you've got an alcohol issue, you can't moderate it, you can't have anything. Because one pint will lead to 2 pints and so on, and within 6 months you can be back to square one. I certainly was. And a lot of people I meet are in the same boat. So what you got to try and do is think about the long-term gains of sobriety, really. One drink might be great tonight. By Monday you might be drinking 3 or 4. A couple of weeks' time you could be back to square one, drinking from the neck of a bottle of vodka or whatever you've been used to. I never drank spirits, but that's besides the point. So how do we stop the relapse? Basically, you have to change your lifestyle in a way, and you have to replace your drink of choice with a non-alcoholic beer or another activity. I can still go to the pub, so I'm sober, confident now, and I'll just have a 0% beer, because I know that if I have an alcoholic drink, I won't be much longer. I won't be around much longer. That's what you've got to think about. It's your health, isn't it? Your health is your wealth. You haven't got your health, you've got nothing. And people say you need fun to drink. You don't really. It's more fun just being with your friends and you being the sober one. You feel better the next day. You got more cash in your pocket. You eat better. You sleep better. So all of these things are what you got to focus on. So you're in the pub and you think, I'll just have one. Now I'm relapsed probably 4 or 5 times. The longest spell I was off for was 8 years. Now I never thought I'd drink again. Never in a million years. I was fit, healthy. Never spent anything on alcohol. Was basically filling my time with better things to do. So 8 years, I decided that I would be able to try and have another one and control it after various problems throughout my life. Within 6 months, and I use that as a benchmark, I was really, really poorly, and I've self-medicated for years. And there's other videos on here which will explain more in detail what happened to me. So that's what's going to happen to you. You're going to start on it again, and you're going to be worse the second time, worse the third time, then worse the fourth time, if there is a fourth time. So you've got to try and distract yourself, maybe. You might have a craving for a drink, try something else. Or try and do something else. Try and maybe have something else to drink, fruit juice or a glass of water or an alcoholic beer or something. Or go and have a walk, or ring somebody, take your mind out, ring somebody maybe who's managed to stay sober. Self-help groups can be good. I didn't find them much good for me. I tried the AA, which has been really good for a lot of people. But there's things like that. There's other groups available you can go to. Going online, there's things like YouTube, like this, are good. You can speak to other people who've got issues as well. But the relapses is the main topic of questions. And it's also the main problem, I think, because people go for years and years and years, just like me, 8 years sober, and then one drink. The one drink you have is going to kill you, but it leads on to many more. So you start with one, like I said, and then I think I had another drink about a week later, and then I thought, oh, I'll have 2 drinks now, and then you start and think, well, Maybe I'll go out at lunchtime and have me out for lunch. And lunchtime for ages. I'll bite you eating all that, 3 or 4 drinks. Next day you feel a bit groggy, a bit hungover, so you might have a livener. And then so it goes on. You're back into that spiral of drinking all the time, feeling rough and feeling regret, and then the anxiety kicks in. So you drink more and more and more. So in summary, if you feel like you're going to relapse, distraction is the main thing. I think that's the best thing to use. And also think about the goals you've got. You know, what do you want to do in 5 years' time? Where do you want to be in 5 months' time? In 5 minutes' time, even. You don't want to be back at the bottom of a bottle again or drinking again, because it is going to kill you ultimately. So think about the positive things. That's basically what I like to say. And you must have this strong belief or this strong desire to think, well, this is my life. I've got a good life now. I'm sober. This one drink could lead to complete ruin again, where your finances are all skew with, your relationships are in a mess, your family links are all broken again, and you can't help yourself again. So be careful of that. If you've got any queries, then please drop me a comment or a question in the comments box. As I said, I'm not a medic. I have been in a lot of situations which people will be in now, and I did suffer, and I felt trapped, I felt imprisoned by it all, but there is hope out there. So please get in touch. If you enjoy this channel, then please subscribe, and I'll speak to you all soon.